So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create an editing style, which is, I think, the digital identity of yourself. Editing style is just another name for your brand or your personal brand, because the way your video looks or the way your video feels to your audience will eventually decide how your brand looks or what is the impression that your video is leaving to your audience. And that is why I think this is the most important part of your personal brand, because all in all, it comes down to your video. And this might be your biggest unfair advantage if you do it correctly, because most of the people out there never actually spend time on creating an editing style. They just take a video, edit like everyone else, and then look like everyone else. So creating an editing style will make you stand out instantly. And if you're wondering why you should listen to me and who am I, so I'm Rishi. I've been editing videos for the past 5 years. These are some of my videos from the past years. Literally 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I've been actually editing way longer than that, because these are the videos that I've uploaded and that I got online. Most of the videos I have deleted because they were too embarrassing to be visible. So yeah, I used to be an esports player, so I used to edit my gameplay videos and create montages. I'll link few of them in the description. If you want to check out, you can go and see my trash work. So, and one more thing is that all the assets, all the things that I'll be mentioning in this video will be linked in the description, so you don't have to worry and you don't have to go everywhere on the internet to search the things. Yeah. And the second thing is, I have posted over 150 long form videos and 400 short videos. As I said, I used to do YouTube vlogging when I was diagnosed with leukemia. I used to document my everyday life on YouTube, but then I privated all of the videos because it was too embarrassing to be online. So yeah, and this 400 plus shorts, you can completely see that it has almost 560 posts. The reason I have written in 400 is because 400 is the number of videos that I actually count. So I have generated more than 100 million views and gained 100k followers in just 5 months. This is my achievement that I am also very proud and not very proud of. But yeah, that is the thing. As you can see, these are some of my results that I've gained in the last year. And then the most important point, I have experimented more than your average creator. I just can't help myself, to be completely honest. I have experimented and I have, changed my editing style more than you can imagine. This is like my third Instagram page, and I've already, I don't really count how many editing styles I have changed here. But yeah, I did a lot of experiment with my content and changed editing style. So as you can see, these are some of the examples of my editing style, and now I'm doing these kinds of editing, the clean editing style, which is like the modern, or which is like going, I would say, in trend right now. So yeah, but I also like this. So this is my current editing style and these were my previous. So yeah, I might change again. So with that said, let's just get started. I'm going to show you how you can create an editing style in 3 simple steps. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to know in order to create an editing style for yourself that will make impact on other people or on your audience. That is the, goal of making your editing style. People should, go and ask you, that's a really good editing style, or how do you edit your videos, or I like your editing style, or I like your personal brand, or I like, just make you stand out and leave an impression on your audience. So yeah, I get a lot of messages on this editing style, and I also get a lot of work requests, but I don't accept any freelance work right now. So yeah, step number 1, the most important and the most ignored step, picking up the right colors for your brand. So step 1 is to understand the color psychology. So as you can see, I have put all the colors here, the main colors. Blue is for calm, trust, peace. Green is for positive nature, wealth. Yellow is for eye-catching, sunny light. Purple is for royal, mystical. Red is for passion, and orange is for warmth, energetic, bold. So these are some of the colors that are, the main colors that you can use for your personal brand. So first you have to align your personal brand with the color. You don't have to go crazy over it. You just need to choose the things that kind of aligns with you as a person, and then just go with it. But one thing to remember is, don't use basic colors. So these are just an example. So obviously these are the basic colors, the primary colors, but you don't have to choose from these, because these are overused right now. Everybody is using and everybody can use a red, blue, green, the normal colors or the primary colors. They don't have to kind of go into the, I would say, do any hard work on choosing the colors. So we want to make us stand out. So for that, we'll use premium color combos. So these are some of the premium color combos that you can use. One of the things that I've noticed is that the color combos which are kind of, slightly dark in tone or slightly dark in shade stand out more or feels more premium. So that is why, as you can see, most of the colors right here are kind of, dark. For example, this is my color, I would say brand color. These two are my brand color. So as you can see, this is red, but it is not actually the primary red that I have, put here. This is actually kind of the shade of a red that is slightly dark. And similarly with the second color, this is not pure white. This is kind of, peach white or slightly off white. So as you can see, most of the colors that you see here are premium color combos. You can definitely go for it without any, without thinking twice. These are hand-picked colors. So as you can see, these are some of the colors. You can go through this, or you can take a screenshot if you want. Yeah. So after selecting a combo, select one as your primary color. So after selecting a combo, I need you to select one color as your primary color. What I mean by that is that if I select red as my primary color, then most of my videos should look like red. I mean to say that you will use red more than this color. So people should know that this guy uses this color more and his brand color is going to be like red. So you can use it in the majority part of your content. For example, you can use it in your background of your profile, backgrounds of your videos, or even captions. So yeah, that is the thing. Again, you don't have to go crazy on it. Just choose a color and stick with it. Now coming to the step 2, and the most, I would say, overrated part about creating an editing style is the font selection. People go crazy on fonts. They want every single font on this planet. They see a video which uses kind of clean font, they want that, and they kind of use all the fonts in one video, which is exactly what you don't want to do. So basically, you need to select 2 fonts or 3 fonts at max. Don't go beyond 3. If you go beyond 3, your video will look shit, believe me. So because I've done that. So one for the intro or one for the title. So if I'm, starting my video with the hook like, do not post your video on these times, then do not post your videos. Words will be in this font, the intro titles. And the second font is for captions, like it's obviously basic. And then if you are using the third, use it for highlight or for important part of your video. For example, if you're creating a video and there is like 1 or 2 sentences that you want like to be stand out, to make them stand out, or you want your audience to just focus on that, then you can use the third font also to highlight certain sentences. So I have also given here examples: title, caption, and highlights or highlighter. So as you can see, for title I have used Impact. This is the name of the font. And for captions I have used Arial Rounded, and for the highlighter I have used Bodoni. Now again, these are not my font, these are just an example. You can change as you like. Now coming to the part of font pairing. Again, you don't have to worry about this, but yeah, remember to use big bold fonts for the title. Some examples are Helvetica, Montserrat, Impact, Anton, etc. And use simple readable font for the captions. What I mean by that is your captions font should be simple and readable. Don't go crazy on the captions font because majority part of your videos will be covered by your captions. So use a simple font for that. Some examples are Helvetica, New, LT, Inter, WorkSense, etc. And for the highlighter, you can go crazy with it. You can use different fonts which look very different from like the normal fonts. Again, some examples are Aston Script, Beyond the Mountains. This is the font that I use for standing out for the highlighter part. Bodoni, Julian, Papyrus, and etc. Obviously, there are like many fonts. And finally, the step 3. This is the most important part of the editing style. I see people making mistakes, like making a lot of mistakes, ruining their videos just because of this. So I need you to ask yourself what will be the format of your videos. So what I mean by that is it going to be a talking head plus videos? So example is that So one frame is going to be a talking head and another frame is going to be your b-rolls. And the second option is talking head plus animation, the same style as Iman Gadzhi's. So I've also done that. So as you can see, this is the talking head and this is the animation that you can do in between of your, instead of the b-rolls. And finally, the third style is voiceover plus b-rolls or animations, the current style that I'm doing. So this only has your b-rolls or your animations. You can also use b-rolls here if you want, like you can use b-rolls or your voiceovers, or you can do voiceovers with animations. Obviously animations, in both cases animations will take you more time than your b-rolls. So if you don't have time, go with the b-rolls option, because animation will take time. It also depends on what type of animations you are doing. For example, if you are doing these kinds of animation, which is Iman Gadzhi's, so you have to go into After Effects and this will easily take you around 2-3 hours. But if you are trying to do it in Premiere Pro, just like the videos that I post, it won't take you like more than 1 hour if you use the presets, if you use the animation presets. So it's really easy after that. So if you want the presets, the link will be in the description. Now some points here. If you're doing talking head plus b-rolls, then only use one type of b-rolls. This is the point where people mess up. Use only your b-rolls or cinema b-rolls or motion backgrounds. Don't mix everything in one video. I've seen people using their b-rolls in one shot and then going to cinema b-rolls on another shot, and then going into motion backgrounds and doing animation on all inside of one video. That is the point where your video starts breaking up and starts looking kind of weird, because the first shot sets the expectation of your b-rolls. So you show your b-rolls and then you go to cinema b-rolls. Again, it just kind of looks so off because the color grading is different, the composition is different. The cinema b-rolls looks just out of the space right now because you have shown your b-rolls which is not cinematic. And then if you use motion backgrounds, then again you have set the expectations of cinema b-rolls now, and then you are using motion backgrounds, which is again completely different thing. And then it again kind of, I would say, turns off the mood of your video because you are just doing everything inside of one video. So never do that. I have written here again, don't mix all the editing styles. If you are doing option A, then only edit with respect to the option A. One video is equal to one editing style. I just cannot tell you how important this. One video is going to be only one editing style. If you are doing Iman Gadzhi style, then only do that. Don't mix the b-rolls into your animations. Don't mix the animations into your b-rolls. Just remember this: one video, one editing style. And I'm not saying you to not experiment. Yes, experiment as much as you can, but remember your video should flow like water, if that makes sense. I mean, every shot should be like similar kind of, so that your video is easy to consume. And especially when you are starting out, do this. And when you have created a lot of videos and you have edited a lot of videos just like me, and once you have experimented with a lot of editing styles, that is the time when you kind of mix them and you kind of, I would say, try to integrate them and create a super unique editing style. Look, after watching this video, you can definitely create an editing style, but to create a super unique editing style, you need some experience. I'm not here to give you some false expectation that you, after watching this video, immediately you will come up with a like one of the craziest editing styles or craziest brand. No, it is going to take some time. You need to try different editing styles. You need to experiment as much as you can, and then finally, when you feel like you have learned the things, you have learned the basics, and you can finally create a super unique editing style, that is the time when you start creating stuffs like this. Because this is not the editing style that I've created in like one go. I had edited videos for the past 5 years, and I have experimented with a lot of editing styles. I have learned from a lot of editing tutorials, watching Iman Gadzhi, watching Adi Abdal video, and then trying their editing style, and then finally coming with my own editing style. So that is how it works. But again, if you're just starting out, this is the first basic 3 steps that you need to do. And I can guarantee you, if you do these 3 simple steps, you will be ahead of like 90% of the people, because most of the people never do this stuff. They just keep copying everyone's editing style and they just end up just like everyone and never stand out. But you can stand out if you implement the things that I've shown you today right here. So with that said, let's move on to the last part of the video, which is going to be resources. So if you are looking for more color combos, you are not satisfied with the the color combos that I've showed you, then you can go to Adobe Color. You can find like infinite color combos there. And for backgrounds and other assets, you can use FreePic or Resource Boy. So these are some of the websites that I sometimes use, because this editing style, most of the things that you see here are created by me. So most of the things will not be available on online except for the font. Even the images and the backgrounds are created by me. But still, I use FreePic and Resource Boy sometimes to get some I would say some resources sometimes. And for your favorite part, font collection, movie clips, if you are doing the Talking Head Plus Cinema B-rolls, film mats, motion backgrounds, sound effects, all the things will be included inside the creator bundle, which will be again linked in the description. And especially for searching movie clips, there is a link called Movie GPT inside of the creator bundle. You can go through this, and I have explained how you can find movie clips for your videos, and everything else is just included right in front of you. So with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep creating and start creating your editing style.